In this video, we discuss the example of special case of LPP, and that special case is unbounded solution case. So we have to given here that example become solve the following LPP by using the simplex method. So that example become we given here the maximize z which is equal to 2x1 plus x2. Subjective constant is x1 minus x2 is less than or equal to 10, and second constant is a 2x1 is less than or equal to 40. Lastly, we have to given that decision variable x1 comma x2 is greater than or equal to 0. So when we have to find out its solution by simplex method, always we have to first of all convert the given LPP in a standard form. So we may write down is in a solution, we convert the given LPP into standard form we get. So we write down the objective function maximize z which is equal to, so first of all we write down that equation 2x1 plus x2 as it is. Now is in a next subjective constant, our first equation is x1 minus x2 is a less than or equal to 10. So if it is a less than or equal to 10, so here we have to need on the left hand side the slack variable s1. Okay, so we have to add here x1 minus x2 plus s1. This s1 is a slack variable. At the same time, we add that s1 with 0 coefficient in objective function maximize z. So our equation is converted to the x1 minus x2 plus s1 equal to 10. This is our first one equation. Next is our second constant is 2x1 is less than or equal to 40. So again second constant is a less than or equal to, so again we have to need to add the another slack variable s2. At the same time with the 0 coefficient we have to add in our objective function. So when we have to introduce our slack variable s2 in our equation second, that less than or equal to constant is converted to into equality. So in this way we have to convert the given LPP in a standard form. Also is in a lastly we have to write down the x1 minus x2 comma s1 minus s2 is greater than or equal to 0. So this is the standard form of given LPP. If our constant is less than or equal to, we have to need to add the slack variable. So both the constant are less than or equal to, so here we add the slack variable s1 and s2 in both the constant, and also with the 0 coefficient we add that variable in our objective function maximize z. Next we have to find out its initial basic feasible solution. For finding the initial basic feasible solution, we have to need to set the n minus m variable equal to 0 in our equation 1. So that is to set the n minus m. N is what? N is a number of variable and m is a number of equation. So see here the 4 variables. So we write down here the 4. And here the 2 equation, this one. So we write down 2. So 4 minus 2 we get the simplification is a 2. So we may need to set the 2 variable equal to 0. So which variable we have to need to set the 0? Is in last variable it stored the solution. Okay, so excepting this part we have to check whether which variable we have to need to set the 0. So excepting the s1 and s2, there are need to set x1 x2 equal to 0. So we have to mention here to set x1 x2 equal to 0 in equation 1. So those variable we have to set the 0, that variable is called as a non-basic variable. And when we have to done that substitution in a equation 1, see what we have to get the solution. So next line we have to write down initial basic feasible solution is, so x1 is 0, x2 is a 0, so we get x1 equal to 10. Then is in a second equation, x1 is a 0, so this term is a 0, so we get the solution s2 equal to 40. And this s1 s2 is represented as a basic variable. According to our standard form, first of all we have to prepare its initial table. So we write down here Cj. So we write down here Cj coefficient of that all variable in objective function. Xb is a basic variable column, Cb is a coefficient of basic variable. So see, the basic variable is what? S1 and S2. So we write down here S1, S2. See the coefficient of S1 and S2 in our objective function. So these are the zeros. So we write down here 0. Then in this row, we write down the all variable. Those are contained in our standard form of LPP. So which contain x1, x2, s2, s1, s2. So we write down x1, x2, s1, s2, and we write down the coefficient of that become in objective function. So see the coefficient of this one, 2 1 0 0. So we write down 2 1 0 0 in this way. After this procedure, we have to need to put this row. From the first equation, we get the first row. See the coefficient become x1 coefficient is a 1, so write down the 1. X2's coefficient is a -1, so write down the -1. S1 coefficient is a 1, so we write down the S1. S2 is not present in the first equation, so we put it as a 0, and constant become 10, so we write down here 10. This B for that constant column. Similar procedure we have to follow for the second equation also. That second equation is what? The x1 coefficient is a 2, so write down here the 2 is in a x1's column. X2 is not present here, so we put that value is a 0. Again S1 is not present, so we write down that value is also 0. And S2's coefficient is 1 and constant become 40. So in this manner we have to write down our table. But by the observation we have to see here this x1 and x2, it is a non-basic variable column, or we have to also say that non-basic variable is a decision variable, because that x1 x2 which is also contained in our given LPP. So this is also the decision variable. So we observe that in column of x2 all entries are less than or equal to 0. See this x2's entry, -1 and 0. So this all entry is less than or equal to 0.